Hello, everybody, and peace of Christ to all of you. Please invite your friends and let us do the good work for today. Previously, we were doing broadcast, and as you witness, uh, YouTube suddenly stopped our broadcast. And thank God, everything is fixed. And by the help of those who send many complaints to YouTube, they reversed their decision, and absolutely, it was a false. You know, Imagine it says they're a scam. I mean, what scam? Why? Amazing. But anyway, they try always to stop us, and they cannot debate us, they cannot answer us, so they flag. But always, the truth will always win at the end. And we have tons of channels. Actually, the Muslims today, they helped me to finish full chapter translation in the Quran. Because you see, like always, when I start broadcasting, I mean, all day is busy, and I'm not finding really enough time to work in the Quran translation. So when this happened, I said, you know what? Who care? Let us go and finish one more verse or chapter in the Quran, and I finished the whole chapter translation today. So it was a good accomplishment, accomplishment. So thanks for everybody for your support, for standing with us, and remember, they flag us for a reason, because we are doing a very important jobs. They cannot refute us, they cannot answer us, so this is the only solution, but it's not going to work. I mean, what a big deal. That's why I told you to subscribe to the other channels, because you never know. I mean, but the solution is very easy. Just a new channel, subscribers, people come, you know how to find me very easy, and you can share with everybody. They try to put stress on us, and for me, nothing can really like, I went through a lot of things in my life, and this is the last thing to be called a stress for me. I went through war. I mean, this is like a kids playing games. So if you think that this will be stress, that would be funny. Now today we have a topic. No problems. They can do that. So what? Let them do that, and we can. For us, we can get it back. Here we go. People, they start complaining, send emails to your YouTube, and we get it back in a few hours. So what? Let them play. And as I said, like each time they try to do something, it works for our benefit. Trust me. Here we go. I finished one chapter. Like if this was for like few days, then I will finish many chapters. So actually, it was not really good for me, because YouTube is kind of tempting to go and speak to people and to teach. But I like to finish the Quran translation. People are waiting for it, and me myself, I want to finish it too. So actually, me myself, I'm thinking to take some time where I do no broadcast, nothing except finishing this translation. Like, it's because it's one-time deal. It's not like something you work in it every day. It's a book you translate, and that's it. That will be forever. So I'm going to finish this, because you never know. We might live for tomorrow, we might live for today, we might live for years to come. So I want to finish this thing. It's important. False translation is all over, and people don't speak Arabic, and they try to fool us. And remember, translating a book about religion is not just translating the book. It's about knowing the religion very well, because knowing the language not necessarily will give the meaning. You know what I mean? Because you need to know what this text is saying. So even if somebody study Arabic, or let us say, most of the translation actually is done by non-Arab, which is funny, like Shakir, Yusuf Ali, Biktal. I mean, none of those are Arab. So how somebody is not an Arab even translating the Quran? It's weird. And this is why the translation sometimes it feel like as if it's a software translation. Anyway, we always continue doing what we do, and we have our other channels where always you can find me. I will update you in Patreon or Minds or etc. in case something happened. Always how to find me. And thank you again for those who support us. I really appreciate you. I saw how many comments, how many people were upset, and even many people send right away complaint to YouTube. I think this is the best way to do it. When they do something like this to me, I think the best way is, because we have subscribers by tens of thousands. It's not like my channel is not really small one. So if everybody send an email, I mean, you can imagine how big the impact can be. However, the Lord is on our side, and if the Lord is with me, who could be against me? I never worry about anything. Tomorrow is good, for tomorrow belong to the Lord. Now, today we have a funny topic, which is about where, as you see, I have a picture of India. Now, for sure, I love Indian people. This is have nothing to do with Indian, so don't take me wrong. I love all kind of people, and actually, I love poor people very much. I believe that the poor of us is the best of us. Wherever I go, I find always poor people are very receiving, very for sure there's bad people everywhere, but poor people, generally speaking, they are really generous. And I will explain it to you. Like, you go to a poor person who have nothing. I mean, almost his house, almost, if you throw a ball in it, is going to collapse. And then he provide you with everything he have. They are very beautiful people. So today our topic is about some stupidity we learn always from legends. Like, there is stories we witness in our day or daily life. As an example, how many of you believe in the omen? How many of you believe that somebody can do magic to somebody? Like, I went to some countries, even Christian countries, and I noticed that there is many places where people believe that somebody can put a spell on you, or somebody can control you by writing some words, or so uh, you know but people believe, and I believe always those things can happen because of the lack of education, not the lack of intelligence. All of us, maybe me, if I am born in a family who nobody is educated, I never been to school, I never have opportunity to read books, and to not only to read, actually, I was reading when I was a kid. If you see how many books I have, I am not even 10 years old. I have like hundreds in the age of 10. I remember once my dad, he says, this book will, who's the one reading this book? There's a book, it's called Jahiz. Jahiz is a very complicated book. You can ask any person who is very much educated in the Middle East. He's a very amazing writer. And this is not a book for a child, and it's not even a book for an adult. This is a book for somebody. He is really like educated. So I said, this is mine. So he start laughing. He said, you could not find better than this for you. Anyway, so education is important, and you feed your brain since an early age. This is the best way to have your child to be in the future, to be someone who, wherever he go, he knows. Whatever you ask him about, he don't speak rubbish and speak foolishness. Now, for sure, we will still be ignorant. It doesn't matter how much we learn, but our ignorance will be, let us say, less and less and less, which means we are killing ignorance by learning. But still, we are ignorant in somehow, somewhere. Like, in English, it's not my first language, so you will be ignorant. But this is normal. I mean, this is, we are a human being, and we will be always ignorant in something. So today we will learn about how the Muslims explain perfume. You see, there is in Islamic books, all of it actually is a collection of stories. If we go to the Quran, the collection of stories, as an example, the story of Jesus. Where Muhammad he got the story of Jesus? He collected from stories around him. He never saw Jesus. He don't speak Hebrew. He, according to Muslim, he cannot read and write. And so, where he get the story from? People around him. Stories about Moses, stories about Solomon. Like, as an example, there is a chapter 18 in the Quran speaking about Solomon having flying carpet. He spoke to a bird. He heard the ant. The ant make him laugh. All those stories, you will find them in book. It's called The Legend of the Jews. I advise you, actually, it's in the internet. It's for free because it's more than 100-year-old. Those legend of the Jews and other legends are collection of story which is making Islam. Islam is made of legends, and today our story is no different. So if we go to the story today we are going to read, Let us open one of the Islamic source. Okay. Don't tell me it's not going to open now. That will be funny. Okay, let's see. You see, myself, I don't save reference. So what I do usually, I just I memorize them, and then I find it in the spot. So I like today I decide to talk about this topic. Okay. All right. This is the first one. Let us see one. This is the book. It's called Al-Kafi, and this is a Shia book. Just take your attention. But this is equal to Sahih al-Bukhari for the Muslim Sunni. So this is Shia. I hope the sound of the laundry machine is not annoying. I have a very old machine from the cave time. So when it does laundry, it make noise like if it's like a truck. So I hope it's not annoying. Is the sound coming? Do you hear anything? I hope not. Thank you, guys. Thank you for the kind words. Thank you for all those who make donation. Uh, Read with me here carefully. Actually, sorry, the one who speak Arabic he can read, and we will use Google Translation for. But first, let us read in Arabic. We translate, and then we will use Google Translation. Here it says, the origin of the perfume, the origin of the perfume, where the perfume is coming from. So the Muslims are trying to think like, okay, we have perfume, but where is the perfumes coming from? This nice smell. So what the story here is saying, that you remember Eve, she was sent from heaven, right? So she was in heaven and with her husband, Mr. Adam. So because she was in heaven, in her hair there was a smell of heaven. So when Allah he sent her down to the earth. And Eve, she used to comb her hair. And here it says, from Musa ibn Bakr, from he says, when Adam was sent down from heaven, he was sent down over a Safa. Remember, we spoke about a Safa and Marwa. A Safa and Marwa, it was two places where two little tiny hills or like mountains. We actually not, they are not mountains, like they are a hill. One have a statues for a Safa and one have a statues for Al Marwa, male and female. So here the story saying that when Allah he sent Adam and Eve, one of them was sent on a Safa, which is Adam, and Eve was standing in the Marwa. And then she did comb her hair by a perfume from the perfume of heaven. And when she was coming down to the ground, she said, what is the benefit of this comb, which I'm cursed by Allah? So she threw it away. She opened the comb. It's like, it's like a brush. She opened it, and then all the feather of this comb or whatever it's made from fly, and then it kept flying until it arrived to India. And this is why the Indian perfume is very famous. Here you notice the Muslim, by the way, they believe in this. This is not a joke for them. Maybe it's for you, it's funny, it's stupid, etc. But the Muslim believe in this seriously, and especially we're talking about the Shia now. But the Sunni, they have similar stories. So because Eve, she combed her hair, and her hair was Allah, He gave her a comb, or in the heaven she have a comb coming from, made in the heaven. Who made it, we do not know. That comb, it smells so good. Now the Arab, they want to explain why the Indian, they used to sell perfume. Obviously at that time, the only one, the Arab, they are getting their perfume from India, spice and perfume, etc., from India. So they want to explain why the Indian, they have perfume. Where is the perfume coming? This nice smell is coming from where? What is the source of it? So they come to a solution that when Eve, she was sent down to earth, Allah, oh sorry, she have a camp for her, the one she combed her hair with it, and this is made from heaven. And when she arrived to the earth, she said to herself, why I need this? Allah, He cursed me. She throw it away and she opened it, like whatever it's made from, the brush, and all the feather of the brush, or whatever the container of the brush, fly all the way to India. And this is how we explain uh, having perfume in this earth. Now I'm going to use Google translation. uh, let's see, Google translation. All right, this is Google translation. So you will see here the story that when Adam and Eve, as you see now, Google translation is not really too much accurate, but you will see it says when the prophet Adam was sent down, came down from paradise on a Safa and Al Marwa. Uh, they brought with them the perfume of paradise, from the paradise. And then Eve, she said to herself, why I need this comb? What for? So she opened it and she scattered the feather in the, or whatever is inside the comb. And then the wind carry all those things all the way to India. And this is therefore the frequency become Indian, or the, yeah, the fragrance became Indian, as you see. Now this is Google translation for sure. It's funny and it's not too much accurate, but it gives you an idea. This what we are saying here is not fabrication, right? Now here you notice, you ask yourself, when the Muslims for centuries they are reading those stories and they believe in them, if there is one person really he did not believe, absolutely there is a lot of Arab who refuse those stories. But in a land where nobody dare to say this is a lie, who dare? Islam sustained itself by the sword and by killing anyone who reject. So who dare to say this is stupid? Nobody. Even now, like even if you have a PhD now and you live in the Middle East, actually even if you live in the West, a Muslim, how many Muslim they dare to say this is stupid? All right, people they are going to the moon, people they are planning to go to Mars, and those people they are still thinking that this is how we have the perfume. Tons of stories, you cannot find any reason for them to believe except a human being he chose to be stupid. What about Allah? He sent down Adam and Eve as two chickens. I don't know, I think men, anyone heard of that before? I just remember it. Anyone heard of Adam and Eve sent down as a chicken before? Do we have any Muslim here? Do we have any Muslim? Guys, this kid, just ignore the kid. If somebody is a kid, we will ban him actually. We don't want the kid to be involved in chat with adult. It's not even safe for you to be here. Do we have any Muslim? Yeah, Adam and Eve, they were sent down by Allah as a chicken. And actually, let me try to find. But if there is any Muslim here, please let me know so you can call us and we can have some good conversation together. Uh, Let us close this one. And let me look for the other one. I hope I will find it. You know, always the Muslims, they try to present their religion as something fantastic and amazing and science and etc. But the fact, what Muslim books contain is beyond, you know, fantasy. Fantasy is nothing. All of Islam is based on fantasy. Like you go to heaven, you have virgins waiting for you, river of wine, a river of milk, river. Everything is river. Even honey is river. And actually, it's funny that honey, in order to make it run in river, the heaven have to be really hot. I mean, it's honey. If it is really, it's cool, it's not hot, the honey will not be moving, will be like, I know, I describe it, it's going to be like a glue. It's not going to run like a river. But anyway, it's a fantasy. Now let us see here, let me search for the reference. Okay, let's see this one. No, not this one. Okay. Okay, I think this one will do. All right. All right. This one, this is the book of Biharul Anwar. Biharul Anwar is equal to Al-Bukhari 2 for the Shia. Volume number 11, page number 207. And here we see the following. Where is Allahu Akbar is coming from? Where is Allahu Akbar coming from? The Muslim trying to find where Allah Akbar. Who is the first one who said Allahu Akbar? Hmm? Okay. If we go actually to the page before it, this is 207. Let us go to page 206. All right. Okay, let's see. Hmm. I mean, the stories here are very interesting, but I don't know if I'm gonna read all this for you. It's a crazy stories too. Like Allah, He taught Adam, taught the angel to take care of Adam and to be in charge, and then uh, uh, you know, Allah, He told the angel to enslave all the creatures He have, and every year He gave a report, or let's say, and He teach them what Allah He wanted want them to do, and then Allah He made this angel with Adam to remember the orders of Allah, and He remind him about it every year. And then when one day Adam he decided to disobey Allah, so Allah He took him out of heaven and He made him forget the teaching of Allah and the constitution of Allah, or let us say the deal with Allah, which Allah He put on him and in his son Muhammad. So Muhammad is the son of Adam, uh, which is his inheritance. Muhammad is the inheritance of Muhammad. And then He made him, Allah He made Adam kind of a fool, and he is confused. But when Adam he decided to repent to Allah, uh, Allah He made the image of the angel into a white pearl, and then this white pearl He threw it from the heaven to Adam, and Adam was in India. Adam was in India. And here you notice why we always say that there's a strong connection between Hinduism and Islam. And by the way, the pearl we are talking about, this is the black stone. Later you will see that the black stone was white like milk, and then the sin of mankind made it black. So uh, uh, the pearl, the white, it was an angel, and after Allah, Adam, he repent to Allah. Allah he made this angel like a rock, white rock, but like pearl, and he throw it from the heaven, and this rock fell down in the land of India. And when Adam he saw this stone, he liked it, like he loved it, and for him it wasn't nothing but like a price, like a diamond, or like, let's say, a jewelry. And then Allah he made this stone talk, and then the stone says to Adam, don't you know me? Like, didn't you recognize me? Adam he says, yeah, no, yeah, so he said to him, you do not remember me. Well, the shaitan he made you forget about remembering your Lord. And then uh, this stone changed its look to the image which Adam he used to know in the heaven. And then he says to Adam, where is the like the agreement between you, Allah? You know what Allah gave to you as an agreement? Where is it? Where is it? What you did with it? And then Adam he jumped on him, and he memorize, or he, let's say, recite the condition of Allah to him, and he started crying. And then he bowed down to him, or let us say he obeyed him, and then he kissed him, and he pledged again to follow the condition of Allah. And then Allah he made the inner, or let us say the nature of the stone, the white stone, which is from pearl, to be so transparent, and it was like light. And then Adam he carried it in his back, because he is respecting it and praising it. And then if he got too tired from carrying this stone, Jibril will carry it with him, like will carry it, like, okay, give me, like, I will give you a break, give me the stone, until he was able to bring it all the way to Mecca. And they keep doing that until they arrive to Mecca. And then every day they pledge to Allah, every day, and every morning, every night. And then when Allah send Jibril down to his land, which means to Mecca, and he built the Kaaba, he landed down in that place, which is between the Rukun wal Albab. There is a place like in the Kaaba, you know, between the door, the corner of Yemen, where we told you before about the stones from Yemen, and the door of the Kaaba. And in that place, Adam he saw a vision, or he saw something. He saw the vision when he took the agreement with Allah. And then in this place, the angel, you know, he taught him the condition of Allah again. So now they are explaining why the Yemeni corner is located in that place. All of this to explain this. And then Allah he set away Adam from the Kaaba to As-Safa, and then he set Hawa to Al-Marwa, and he made the rock, or sorry, that rock is a corner, and then he says Allahu Akbar. So all this story to tell us why and who is the one who first said Allahu Akbar. Do you see it? Do we have any Muslim here want to say something? All this story, all this mad story to tell us who is the first one to say Allahu Akbar. It was Adam. So Allah he sent him down to the earth with Adam to As-Safa, Hawa to Al-Marwa. And then, by the way, if you notice, if you go in the Quran, you will find in the Quran it says that when the Muslims refuse to practice the ritual of As-Safa al-Marwa, which is the ritual of the pagans. So Allah He made a verse saying supposedly, which is Muhammadaka Muhammad, you should know that As-Safa and al-Marwa is from ritual of Allah. Chapter 2, verse number 158. If you go and read the tafsir for this, or the book, it's called Asbab al-Nuzul, which means the reason for the verses to come down. It says, behold, As-Safa and the Marwa are among the symbols of Allah. By the way, it's not among the symbol of Allah, among the ritual of Allah. And then, so if those who visit the house in the season or other time should go around them, circle around them, there is no sin in that. Here you notice it says there is no sin in that. Do you know why it says no sin? Because the Muslims refuse in the beginning to practice the pagan practice. Muhammad, he keeps saying, I'm against the pagan, I'm not going to follow the pagan. And then he took the Kaaba, and then he forced them to do As-Safa, and then he forced them to do Al-Marwa, but yet he claimed that he is not a pagan. But this is the ritual of the pagan, where they used to have a statues of a man in the top of As-Safa and a statues of a woman in the top of Al-Marwa, and those are statues which are naked. Why? There's some stories that say that there was a guy, a man and a woman, they have sex inside the Kaaba, and Allah He cursed them and He made them in a Safa and Marwa. This is one of the stories. But the story here today we have is different. As you see, a Safa and Marwa, this is what Allah He made, because He sent Adam in a Safa and He sent Hawa in Al Marwa, and this is why the Muslims have to go between them to visit Adam and to visit Hawa or Eve. Adam, Hawa is the word Eve in English. So yeah, we would talk about the construction of the Kaaba, but let us focus on the topic, please. You see, if you have my book, you will see that the angels supposedly they build the Kaaba, and then Adam, he traveled from Sri Lanka, from all the way to from India, all the way to Mecca. And when he was in his way to enter Mecca, there was thousands of angels, 40,000 angels, praising him for coming to Mecca. And they told him, you are late, we are going around the Kaaba for 40 years before you. And according to the story, Adam himself, he did Hajj 40 times only. So imagine how silly it is. I mean, you go all the way from India, you come all the way to the Kaaba. I mean, why you don't live there? Secondly, how a person who live in Sri Lanka can come to Saudi Arabia? If I go now, let us open the map. If you open the map of Sri Lanka, you will find that Sri Lanka is literally an island. Okay, how Adam he came from Sri Lanka to Mecca? I remember at that time, I mean, this is one guy deal. It's not like they have a they know how to make a ship. We are talking about a person, he is coming naked to earth, totally, literally naked, you know. So what? How this guy he came from Sri Lanka? This is why the Muslims now are fighting with the Buddhas over a place which is like a hill, and they claim this is the foot of Adam. There's a big foot, huge one, like in the shape of a foot, and they claim that this is the foot of Adam. The Buddhas they believe this is the foot of Buddha. You know, everyone with his madness. So Allah he sent Adam all the way to Sri Lanka, and then he went all the way from Sri Lanka to Mecca. But how? I mean, this trip is really stupid. I mean, what is that? How this guy can go to Mecca? Look where he will go. How he will go? In order to go to Mecca, and this is how it is. Let us make it more. This guy, he have to swim, literally swim, not go by a ship. We are talking about the first man in history. He have to go and swim through the ocean from Sri Lanka to the mainland in India, and then he go through Pakistan right now, and then he go through Persia, and then he go to Iraq, and then he go around and come back to Saudi Arabia, and then he go to Mecca. Okay, all of this to go and visit a stone. Why you don't throw the stone someplace else? And why Allah he sent Adam in Sri Lanka? I mean, is that a wrong parachute? And if you notice, we just read a story before it, just the one before it, about the perfume, where it says that Adam and Eve, they landed in a Safa and Marwa. So every story giving you a different story. This is what Islam is about. All right, but this is showing us the influence of India over Islam. Obviously, it's a huge influence. How many different places did Allah send Adam to? Yeah, as I'm saying, that's there's contradiction. Every story is telling us different story. This is Islam, my friend. Welcome to Islam. What we can take, you know. But by the way, Sunni and Shia agree that Allah he landed Adam in Sri Lanka. So Shia and Sunni, they agree that Allah he put him in Sri Lanka. And here you ask yourself, what is the roots? Why the Arab? Why Muhammad? Why the Muslims have such a belief? I mean, why India? Like, what the point? And actually, there is a story where it says that Adam was sent down to Sri Lanka here, while Eve she landed down in Yemen. And here you ask yourself how they met. I mean, where they met in Facebook? I mean, I landed in Sri Lanka. She landed in Yemen. Oh, okay, and how they met again? So Islamic stories is beyond stupidity. You know, it's like really crazy stories. But if you are a person who follow blindly, I mean, all the stories are accepted. Just don't use your brain, right? Maybe if she make a page on Facebook at that time, or she have WhatsApp or Viber, or you never know. But things happen. Things happen. By the way, if you notice, not a single Muslim he can say to us, "You are lying." You know, not a single Muslim can say what you just said to us is a lie, is a fabrication. There's no such a thing. You see, because we always show the book number, the book name, the page number. They cannot say this guy is fabricating stories. They cannot. So why I want to be a Muslim, believe in a religion based on fairy tale stories? Like, you know, when a Muslim he says to you, we believe in one God. Okay, but your God, look what your God. But look the stories about your God. So okay, you believe in one God. Okay, so he think that because he say I believe in one God, that's mean he have the truth in his side. Well, it doesn't matter how many God you believe in. Let us say there's somebody who believe in 1,000 God. Still, if his 1,000 God are exist, it's mean he have a true belief. Correct? It's not about how many they are. It's about if they are true or false. How many will not change anything? You can believe in one, you can believe in a half God, a quarter God. so you know, we cannot say okay, because this person he believe on God, obviously he have a true religion. There is many religions who believe in one God. There is a church, it's called the Church of Satan. They worship Satan, and Satan is one God for them. Now, do we have any Muslim here have anything to say? Muhammad Qasim saying Islam is true. Okay, Muhammad Qasim, why Islam is true? What is the reason making you say Islam is true? Give me a reason. That's it. Islam is true. So all those stupid stories are true. All those crazy stories are true. Are true. Islam is true. That's it. He gave you the answer. That's it. What do you want more? All right. Read with me, Mr. and Mr. True. The least of people of paradise in the position that one will have 80,000 servant. Okay. What is it true about that? I mean, what is the logic here? I'm trying to learn from you. Hmm? Any Muslim? Islam is true. Look at this. If Islam is true, what kind of God he says such a thing? Is that from God or this is from a crazy person? 80,000 little boys. Those 80,000, they are not even men. They are little boys, as the Quran described them. They are little youth, and they are very white like pearls. Islam is true. Your bedroom is going to be a tent. I am in heaven, and still I'm a tent. Yeah, because the one who made Islam is a Bedouin man. Still, he is speaking about tents. So it's going to be a tent, but it's made from pearl. Now, the distance of this tent is the same distance as between Damascus and Sana'a. Sana'a in Yemen. More than 1,200 miles. I don't know, convert that to kilometer. This is the bedroom. So when you know, and the ground of your room is made from zabarjad, pearls, expensive stones. I mean, we're talking about heaven with stones. What is the value of expensive stones in heaven? And if your wife is inside this room, how you can go between them? I mean, it's going to take you 2 years to go just like there's a camel in the heaven. Any Muslim? So we can say as we wish, we can claim as we claim, but the reality is different. This is cannot be true. Obviously, there's an extreme promise here, and the extreme promise does not even fit with any kind of logic. God, He created Adam and Eve. He did not create for them 80,000 little boys to serve them. And what the point? If in the heaven your food will be ready by wishing it, your body will be huge. That will make it even more stupid. Because why Allah will increase your size of your body? Size is relative. Are you going to fight there with the ants or what? Guys, our body will be huge. As long you are talking about the body is huge. Is it true that Adam was 30 meter tall? What happened? Hmm? 60 arms. I don't know. Convert 60 arms. 60 arms, actually, no, not 30 meter. 60 arms will be, every arm is like 90 centimeter, I think. So what happened? He was a dinosaur. This is why you will see the Muslims, they have images of Adam a grave, which is a fabricated image. I mean, what grave? They have a grave of Noah too. Muslims have everything. If we go and search in Google, Prophet Adam grave, you will see what I'm talking about. Let us find it. Look at this, guys. This is the grave of Adam. Take a look. They have there is a grave. They know where he was, and they, I mean, Muslims. Okay, open the grave for us. We want to see the guy who is like this long room. Hmm? Open the grave. We want to see the guy inside. No, what do you mean no screen? No, the screen is on. Maybe you need to refresh your page. Yeah, this is what they're saying. This is the grave of Adam, and it might be fake. All of Islam is fake. Now you figure it out. This is fake. Who have the grave of Adam? Where? How come? The grave of Adam. And the grave of Adam, you will find it in Pakistan. He immigrated to Pakistan. He was visiting Shabir Ali and he died there, or Zakir Naik. They have many of them. It's not only one. They have tons of a grave like this for Adam. Every country have a grave of Adam. Trust me. There's one in Yemen. There's one in Iraq. There's one in Persia. They're all over. They have the grave of Noah too. They have all the graves. Let me find you the grave of Noah. Hold on. It's funny, isn't it? Yeah, look at this one. Hmm. This is the grave of Noah. This is one of the grave of Noah. There's many of them. Look how long it is. But you will notice Noah is shorter than his father. We have to be honest here. Hmm. The Quran spoke about a guy, his name is Saleh. Look how big the grave of Saleh. All the prophet was a huge. All of them, they were huge. Look how big. This is the grave of Saleh. His head in China, his feet in Cyprus. Hmm. What else? This is the grave of who? See, this is a different grave for Adam. This is a different one. Hmm. Okay, let us see something else. 210-foot long, largest grave in the world. Oh boy. And Qasim, he will say to you, the poor Qasim, he will say to you, Islam is true. They should had been wide too, so it doesn't make sense. Yeah, as the rest of the story makes sense, Muhammad. Well, your prophet is the one who says that. Does it make sense for you? Does it make sense that in the heaven Adam will be 90 miles tall and Eve will be 30? Does it make sense that your private part will be endless? I mean, how you can carry it? And how you can walk with it? And now you are talking about making sense? That's weird. What makes sense in Islam? Why you don't call me Qasim and tell me what makes sense in Islam? Do you like to call me and tell me what makes sense in Islam? Whatever the prophet he says is truth. Oh, okay. Yeah, this is the logic. Guys, whatever the prophet says is true. Uh, this is who? Who is this prophet? Hold on. Prophet Daniel. Look, even the Prophet Daniel is in Uzbekistan. Prophet Daniel, you know. Even, they took even names from the Old Testament and they put them in Uzbekistan. Here we go. Look how big he is. Look how big he is. This is Prophet Daniel. By the way, this is why, we coming from the east, like, always I open the door, I don't see the guy who is knocking the door. I don't see him because he's not even to my knee. We are huge. Yeah, this is Daniel. This is Prophet. Okay, what you can say? True story. Who is this guy? Yeah, this is Daniel too. Welcome. Who is this guy? Look, this is other grave for Noah. Look how many grave they have for Noah. And look, like the grave is not straight because it's so long. And they cover him with blankets. Anyway, look, this is another grave for Noah. Like, how many grave for Noah there is? This is a different one. Look, this is different grave for Noah. Different location, different place. So, welcome to Islam. What you can say? Who is this guy here? This is Job. Guys, this is a prophet Job. What happened to Job? Why he's so small? But even Job, he looked like he's maybe 3 meter tall. You see, this is like 3 meter and a half. This is a prophet Job. Muslims, they have everything. Any prophet you want, which prophet you want, anything. I'm just clicking at pictures, by the way. I mean, like, this is what? Prophet who? Yeah, this is Job. Okay, this is Job too. Unbelievable. This is Shu'aib. Like, why Shu'aib is small? This is Prophet Shu'aib. Look how small he is. He's tiny, he's small. And you Muslims have a lot of stories, must be true. Who is this guy? It says Lebanon. This is the grave of who? Prophet Joshua. Look how tall Joshua is. Unbelievable. Look at Joshua. He's like a 15 meter. See, human being is getting smaller. So Prophet Joshua, it says Prophet Joshua too. Muslims have older prophet, man. I mean, the Jews don't have them, the Muslims have them. Joshua, Daniel, Job, you name it. What about Moses? Let me search for Moses. I did not see Moses. I'm worried about Moses now. What happened to Moses? What happened to Moses? Don't tell me Moses don't have a grave in the for the. Let us. I will search for Musa grave. Hold on. Just give me a second. I will really be upset if there is no Musas. I mean, come on. That's not even right. This is Prophet. Who is this guy? Who is this guy, guys? Read the name for me. Read the name. What is the name? Elisa? Prophet Elisa? What do you mean? Who's that? But until now, I did not see Musa grave. Where is Musa grave? No, there is Musa grave. I heard before many places Musa grave, but I cannot find. Look at this. This is the grandfather of Jesus, Umran. Umran. Look how tall he is. This is me and Jesus was Isa must be like 50 meters tall. I'm telling you, they have graves for everybody. I mean, you cannot escape Muslims graves. That's it. They will make a grave for you. You like it, you don't like it. I cannot. Let us. I will search in Arabic for the grave of Musa's. Uh, I'm typing in English. Okay, switch. Okay, here we go. Uh, no, this one, this one. This is who? Who is this prophet? Hold on, I want to see who is this prophet. Uh, this is, yeah, this is the grave of Musa. Here we go. We found it. What do you want more? Here, this is Musa's grave, brother. What do you want more? All right. Are we happy? This is the grave of Abel, the son of Adam. You know, Abel. This is this Cain and Abel. This is the grave of Abel. I'm telling you, they have all the graves. Nothing is missing. Moses, they have them. Adam, they have them. Noah, they have them. So Allah, look, the Muslims are preserve all the graves, but they don't have their books. Hmm. Yeah, in Arabic we call him Qabil wa Habil. I mean, Islam, my friend, the only religion can preserve anything. Yeah, this is the grave of Moses. But I don't know why Moses is not so tall. Like he looked like maybe 12 meters, 13 meters, something like that. He's tall, but still shorter than me. Yeah, Cain and Abel. Yeah, yeah. That's it. I mean, what do you want more? They have all the graves. Any grave you want, they have it. Welcome. Those are the steps of who? Any Muslim can help. You might find Jesus' tomb soon. No, we have it already. Okay. Is there a grave for the father of the Arab Ishmael? First of all, Ishmael is not the father of the Arab. This is as general information. We hear it always, even in Christian churches. When a Christian minister he says to you that the father of the Arab is Ishmael, ask him where you get this from. My friend, please correct your information. Ishmael have nothing to do with the Arab. If you have my book, the first one, Deception of Allah, you will find even in Muslim books they agree that according to them, Ishmael he learned Arabic at the age of 13. So imagine I go to China, I learn Arabic at the age of 13 from the Chinese, and then I am the father of the Chinese. Are you getting my point? So even those who say Muhammad is from Ishmael is a joke, because in order to be from Ishmael, you cannot be an Arab. Oh, okay, being sarcastic. Okay, yeah, but because this is always something we hear from Christians that the Arab, the Muslims are from Ishmael. First of all, the majority of the Muslims are not Arab. Secondly, the Arab is not an ethnic group. Like I am an Arab, but we are not one ethnic group. This is why we look different. You will see some Arab, they are really, really white. There's some they are a little bit darker, and you will find some Arab they have the real, let us say, the real ones who used to live in the desert of the Arab uh, are mixed of many ethnic. The desert is open. Whoever go live in the desert as a Bedouin to grow. To make it simple for you, if Abraham lived in the desert, he's an Arab. You know what I mean? So Arab is an Aramaic word mean desert. It's not a name of a nation. Do we understand? The word Aram is a word mean hills. So the Aramic are people who Aram was given a name which have a meaning. Him and his people after him, they live in hills, high ground, and it's not a desert. Arab is a name given to a land which is a desert. So whoever live in the desert, they call him Arabian. So if the Aramaic are exist today in USA, if you live in Arizona, they will call you Arab, especially if you are a person who live in a tent. Desert and tent, you are an Arab. So Arab actually usually it means two things in the same time: that you are a Bedouin, uh, you don't have a fixed place to live in, a tent. And at the same time, it was like when you say barbarian at that time, like people who they are savage, they don't take shower. But this is normal. I mean, if you are a Bedouin, what you would do? What shower? They don't even have water. So they smell bad. Well, it's normal because they live in the desert. For me, when I was a teenage, we used to go for hunting. We stay in the desert for 15 days, and by the end of 15 days, and we are just going there for fun, you come back and you smell like really bad. I don't want to use the word, you know, because you sweat and there's no water. What water? We have water with us, which is, you know, for drinking, and we have to be careful about even. And if we find water, even that water mostly is not really that good to drink from it. If you try like wash. So people who live in the desert, they have a tough life. This is why when the Arab attacked the Roman, the Arab they are savage, and they can win a war better than somebody who is spoiled. Like now, if you have a person who is a farmer and you have a person who work in an office and you tell them, okay, let's fight, who is the one who will win? You know the answer. The guy who uses his muscles all day long. So a Bedouin who spent his day in the top of the camel or the horse in the sun, between his animals, he is a tough person. And even Ibn Khaldun, which is not an Islamic philosopher, Muslims accuse him to be an atheist, he said that the stage of a state of the Muslims is a three stages. The first one is the most strong one. It is the stage of being savage, a Bedouin savage. Then the second stage is when they are in the middle between Bedouin and civilian, and here they are weaker. And then he says the last stage, when the Caliphate destroyed, when the Muslim became comfortable and wealthy, and then they are not able to win a war. So to be savage, it was the key point to win a war. This is why Muhammad, he says to you in the hadith here, I've been victorious by terror. Why he was victorious by terror? Because his soldiers are savage, and like ISIS now. ISIS, when a little town here that ISIS is coming, people will be terrified. Those are criminals. So I was victorious by terror. Why? Where the terror is coming from? Because you have an army of savage. You understand? And actually, until now, Western, they cannot win a war with anyone because they are not being savage. You see, war, the point of a war is to be savage. I mean, look at the Western countries these days. They want to go for war, but they are talking about a human right. I mean, how that work? You are going to kill. So what a human right? So, oh, we are sorry, we bomb a village and there is some civilian. You are on war. So they will never win a war. But if the Afghani Taliban, they have nukes, they will be happy to dump their nukes on USA. The savage would win. So, even now, if you are not really savage, you will not win a war. Because war is about killing, it's not about giving hugs. So if you are worried about hurting the feeling of the enemy, well, you will never win. And this is why, they went to Iraq, but they are not going really for war in Iraq. They want to establish a new country, but that will not work. Same as happened in Afghanistan. They are there for 20 years. You will never win a war there as long you are not savage. You know. So when you fight with a savage, you have to be savage. Otherwise, you will never lose. You will never win. So he can do whatever he want to you, and you cannot do anything to him. This is useless. So why you go in war with those people? And here, by the way, I'm not taking a favor of any to be savage or not. I'm just stating a fact about who can win a war. You know. Uh, but what about the cells in both European or savage? I don't know what you mean by cells. Cells. I'm not sure what you mean. Like as if we go in the previous history of Europe, all of us we heard about the Viking, right? Any one of you here from Norway and those countries? The Viking, they were very scary. Why? Because they are savage. As simple as that. The more savage you are, the more you win. Especially we are talking about, time where it's a fight by sword. It's not a fight by technology and being, it's about being savage. Savagery bring you victory at that time. You see, when Genghis Khan, he came, he destroyed the Islamic Caliphate. Why? Because he was more savage than us, the Arab. So when he attacked us, we were comfortable. We are wealthy. We have palaces. We have a lot of slaves. We eat a shish kebab every day, and it's life is fun. So when the savage came, Genghis Khan and his army, those people, they take a shower with the blood of the horse. They drink from the blood of their horse. Until now, actually, in those countries in Mongolia, they drink blood of a horse. It's like a meal for them. So when a savage came, he's more savage than the savage. The savage conquer the previous savage. That is history. And Muhammad was able to conquer because he was a savage person, not because the Muslim, he says Muhammad, he was a merciful for mankind. What merciful? Where is his mercy? Same as the Roman, when they were savage, they were victorious. The more they became spoiled and not into they were like losing ground until Rome disappeared. You own the slaves. Why? Somebody told you I was born 2,000 years ago? We are talking about Middle Eastern. Actually, in the Middle East, some countries until now they have slaves. Yes, until now. And the Bible speaks clearly. Jesus says, "The one who live by the sword, he die by the sword." Because you will be savage. Well, savage will come to you, will fight you. You are not the only savage in this earth. There is no such a story. Muslims, they fabricate stories about garbage, and this is fabrication. The one who tell you the story, tell him, okay, show me the story. All those stories is a fabrication. Now, do we have any Muslim here? Any Muslim want to say anything? Just a question. I know it's off the topic. I read one. Muhammad said difference between construction the Kaaba and Solomon Temple was 40 years. Well, there is tons of stories. I mean, Muhammad, for some reason, he stuck with numbers like 40 years, 70, 72. And I find that those numbers are coming from the Old Testament and from the Bible. So how many days Jesus he fasted? Guys, how many days Jesus fasted? 40 days, right? And then you will find Muhammad, he stuck with number 40. Jesus says, if your brother, he did something bad to you, forgive him how many times? 70 times. Muhammad is stuck with 70. All the story of Muhammad is a copy from somewhere. And Muhammad, he copies tons of words, even from Jesus' mouth himself, directly. I will show you an example. And you tell me, what do you think? I'm not going to make any comment. Do this remind you of anything? Hmm? Do this remind you of anything? Muhammad is using, he's just changing a little bit in the numbers. He is using the same example of Jesus teaching, etc. So this is how Muhammad worked. All his story is taken from somebody. What about this? What do you think? Do you see it? Actually, once I have a sheikh. He says, ha, 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 ha. Okay, Christian Prince, I have something you cannot answer. I said, what? He said, it found in science that mustard seed is not the smallest. So this is a scientific mistake. I said, are you sure? When Christian Prince he say, are you sure? That's mean there's a disaster will happen. The Abdul, he said, I'm very sure. He's a sheikh. I said, are you sure? Very sure. Are you sure? He said, yeah, I'm very sure. So, okay, so why Muhammad Allah he used it? Here we go. The second I showed you them in the Quran, he said at that time it. I mean, he start like now to try to like because he want to cover, like he was saying this is stupid, this is an error, this is a mistake, this is a as usual, you know. Right. So Muhammad, there's a book. It's called Qis wa Nabi, which mean a priest and a prophet. There is a good study in that book about Muhammad stealing from the Bible. Tons of examples. Do we have any Muslim? 663 watching, only 468 like it. Do we have any Muslim want to say something? Everything in the Quran is coming from somewhere. Everything. And if there is a Muslim want to say this is not true, get me busted. Feel free. Hmm? uh, make your next book of all 100 million people, the Muslims. You see, like speaking about how many people get killed, this is a work of a historian who have a very massive knowledge of history. I have a good knowledge in the religion of Islam, not really because in order to prove how many people get killed, this is not in Islamic books. Muslim will not say really how many people they killed. So you have to trace numbers in different books. So that is a work of a historian. For me, I have all the Islamic, library in my head. But numbers, and if you make a study, you better make it accurate. Otherwise, you will lose the trust of people. I do not need to start Arabic teaching again, because those videos actually they are enough to teach you. That's why we leave them there out for free. Practice them, practice them. We teach you from the alphabet how to make words, how to connect them. No, there's no need. I have no time to do all those things. Well, I mean, what do you think about preacher getting jailed? Why Christian in Canada don't support them? What about you make a strike? Prostrate. Where is the Christians in Canada? There's millions. They are the majority. So one of us something happened to him, and the rest they don't care. The government they don't care. The government they care only for those who they fear them. The Prime Minister of Canada, he just have a meeting with the Muslims asking them to vote for him. Huh? Why he meet with them? Because he know they are organized and they do things together. Christians they don't. Right? So when you when something happen, like now the Muslims they flag my video. Many of you send an email, and YouTube took the flag off. Organized work. You see, when we are united, we are strong. When we are divided, we are weak. This is why always, through history, how we lost the Constantinia, which is today is Turkey. Simply, the Christians were divided. Division is the best way to conquer. Divide and conquer. This is why, for me, I fight against division. That's all of us, we Christians, and for me, the word Christian means Catholic, Protestant, Orthodox. Whoever believe in the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit, the Trinity, whoever believe in the crucifixion of Jesus, resurrection of Jesus, the coming back of Jesus, the birth of Jesus, the miracle of Jesus, he is my brother in Christ. Division bring nothing, and it's not what Jesus wants. It's against the teaching of Jesus. So you claim to be Christian, but the second I say to you Catholic, you go crazy. The second I say to you Protestant, you go crazy. This is not a Christian spirit, and you have nothing to do with Christ. We call him in the Aramaic, we have many words, but if you are speaking about the words, it's exactly the same as in the Hebrew, because our Bible is using the Hebrew words. Elohim, Jehovah, Yahweh, etc. But the word God have many words in Arabic, like Rab, Ilah, which is same coming from Aramaic. All those are Aramaic words anyway. And our God, by the way, like for us as a Christians, the name of God is not the problem, because God did not even give his name to Moses. He said to him, I am. There's no name. We don't recognize our God by his name. Even the Messiah, he says, from their fruits you shall know them. The fruit of Christ, what if today somebody came to us and say, I'm Christ? Okay, show me the fruit of Christ. From their fruits you shall know them. Muhammad, he came, he claimed to be a prophet. Let us say Muhammad, he changed the name of his God and he called him Elohim. That still will not make any difference. I will give you example. The Jehovah's Witnesses, they have the same names we have in the Bible, correct? But they are cult. So we are not rejecting the cult of Islam because of the name of God. This is silly. This is stupid, actually. It's like somebody, he have a donkey and he put a sign of Rose Rise in his donkey and he says, hey, I have Rose Rise. Changing the name will not change the quality. So our rejection have nothing to do with the name. This is not the reason. It have to do with the quality and the truth. You understand me? So I'm not against the God of Islam because his name is Allah, even if though that Allah is a word mean Allah, you know, and Al is simply the word mean God, and Allah is the name of the God of Islam. His name is not Allah. His name is Allah. La. This is the true name of the God of Islam. But you know, for you, you don't know Arabic, and the Muslim, they say to you, do you know that the Arabic Bible translation, they use the word Allah? This translation. Do you know that the Muslim Quran, they use the word Jesus in translation? This translation. There's no Jesus in the Quran. If you read the whole Quran, there's no Jesus. It's a lie. The Muslim, they don't have the name of our Lord in the whole book. They have a guy, his name is Isa. It's a translation. You know what I mean? So the book of Islam, they claim that they are following the same names we have, but the fact Muhammad, he got all the names wrong. Mary is the sister of Aaron, which is the brother of Moses, and she is the daughter of a guy, his name is Umran. Who is Umran? He is the father of Moses. This is the chapter of Umran. So Muhammad even could not quote, I mean, how this can be from God? But yet Allah, he do not know the correct name is not Umran, it's Umram, which means the last letter here should be M from mountain, not N. So what happened to Allah? His ears was blocked. How God, he do not know even how to pronounce a name correctly. You see, I am not English is not my first language, so it's possible for me to make a mistake to pronouncing an English name or a Latin name, but we are talking about God. God do not know how to pronounce a name correctly, so Umram became Imran. Well, how is this happening? The God of Muhammad do not know. Look at this madness. Here we go. Alif Lam Mim. You ask a Muslim what is that? You say to you it's a miracle. Nobody knows what it means save Allah. Look, what the heck? Okay, I'm going to make a miracle now. If Jim letters, how this is a miracle? How this is a miracle? What make it a miracle? So I will make some letter put together and make a miracle. It's a miracle. If you have my books, you will see what the miracle is about. And look, from the beginning, you will see the Quran, something wrong with it. Look, Alif Lam Mim. Okay, what the heck is that? I don't know. Allah, there is no God but He. Okay, how Allah? He says Allah, there is no God but He. Didn't He say I? If the one is talking is Allah, and then it says it is He who sent the book on you, who is talking? This is crazy. Who is the one is talking there? You ask the Muslim, they say to you Allah. Okay, how Allah? He say it is He. Hmm? Any Muslim? And look, always the Muslims in their translation, they try to cover the problem. Look here. It says, suddenly he says, our Lord, let not our heart deviate. Okay, between two brackets, they say to you, they say. Where in the Quran says they say? How Allah he says, our Lord? Where is the introduction for this? Who is the one who's saying that? Allah saying, our Lord, let not our heart, etc. And then to cover the problem, the mistake in the Quran, which is stupid, they say. They who? Who? Read the verses before it, read the verses after it. You don't see the you don't know who is they. And uh, there is a question no Muslim can answer. Where was Allah before the 7th century? Before Muhammad? Which books his name appear in? Any Muslim can tell us? Which book before the book of Muhammad mentioned the name of Allah? The book of who? Here we go. The Aramaic Bible, we have it. The Hebrew, we have it. Anything else is a translation. Okay, where is the name Allah coming from? Didn't know. What Allah mean? Didn't know. Didn't know. What Israel mean? Didn't know. Ibrahim didn't know. Maryam didn't know. Isa didn't know. And imagine if you ask the Muslims what the word Christ mean, Al-Masih. They say because the word Masih coming from the word wipe, like wipe something. They say one of the opinion, because they are confused what the name mean, but this is the major opinion. They say mostly because he have a flat feet. This is what the Messiah mean. He have a flat feet. So what does that mean? When he walk like Charlie Chaplin? Because Islam is a theft, so they know nothing. The Messiah, the word Messiah, according to Muslims, because the Messiah have a flat feet. Yeah, sure, we have Aramaic Bible. Yeah, you can download it online. You see, there is Aramaic Bible, which is a translation for the Bible, and there's Aramaic Bible, which is written in the, because Aramaic is two languages. There's Eastern, Western, there's ancient, there's a newer. So Aramaic is not only one. I mean, there's difference between Aramaic. But if you remember, there's books in the Old Testament written in Aramaic. And why? Because the Jews themselves, they were enslaved by the Aramaic people, the people who speak Aramaic, the Assyrian, right? And the Messiah was speaking Aramaic too. Yeah, we call him Yeshua. Yeshua is the same when you see the Arabic, like Yeshua, because the Jews they say Yeshua. So for the Arab, the seen turn into seen. So yes, Yeshua. It's the same. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. And thanks for all those who made donation today. I really appreciate your help. But anyway, if you try to study this this cult, you will see easy it's a stupid cult. And look, if you read the chapters in the Quran, you will find there's no connection between verse and verse. This God, he cannot be God. He is suffering from a flight of thought. His brain is not functioning. There's no connection between what he say. Is that true that Islam says the earth is flat? Yes, absolutely. This is why. Okay, ask yourself why the Muslims they pray toward Mecca. How you can pray in the direction of Mecca? The Jews they used to pray in the direction of Jerusalem, but this is when they are out of the wall of Jerusalem. For them to go back, it's not really are facing the direction. Nobody can face the direction of Jerusalem unless you are very close to it. Muhammad in the beginning he was praying in the direction of Jerusalem too. But Muhammad, when he make it as a enforcement to pray in the direction of Jerusalem, Obviously, because of his ignorance, and we can prove it easy. In the Quran confirm that the earth is a flat. There's a verse actually, the Muslims they claim that this verse says that the earth is like a ball. Why? Because there's an idiot who made a video says the word daha mean ball, and then the Muslims copy paste as usual, you know. But the fact the word والأرض بعد ذلك دحاها mean make it flat like carpet. Look at the translation here. Change the translator. This is Yusuf Ali. Let us see different one. This is why we cannot take the Muslim translation seriously. Look here, there it says wide extent. Here it says spread the earth. What spread the earth? Doesn't say that. Not really. The word daha. Let me see if I can find what the word daha is coming from. Where? Trying to remember the word in Arabic, which is guys. What is the word you use? What is the name of the thing your mom she used in the kitchen to make pizza? Like when she made the dough, and then she want to make it like a circle. What is that tool they call it? You know what I'm talking about? The piece of wood which have like two handles. No. Rolling pin, maybe rolling pin. No, yeah, we are talking about the one you push in the top of the dough after you make it. Let us see. Yeah, here we go. This one. This is what the haha is coming from. So he used that rule to make it flat, the same as the bread. All right. This is exactly where the word the haha coming from. So here, when you see the translation, it says he spread the earth. The translation is a true and false at the same time, because it spread the earth and he made it flat, not spread. What spread? You know what I mean? And there is many verses, you know, as an example. Allah, he made the earth as a carpet. I mean, how clear we can make it more than this? Chapter 71, verse number 19. And look at the translation. He made it wide expanse for you. It doesn't say that. It says carpet. Let me show you. Hold on. Let us open the interpretation website, so you will see how they lie in the translation. This is why I'm working in the translation for the Quran. You cannot trust their translation. Never trust. Because they knew if you translate it accurately, you will use it against them. This is the point. And actually, if you change the translator, you will find other translator getting Islam busted, even though they are Muslims, but by mistake they did not notice that this will be a problem. You know. Okay, chapter 71, verse number 19. Okay. Let us go there. All right. Look, even here in the interpretation, look what they are saying. Allah has made the earth a widest expanse for you to lay and sleep. But isn't it this is a flat? Why you don't say it says a carpet? It literally it says the word carpet, besought. Besought anyone who speak Arabic in you. I will do a trick. Hold on. Look what I will do. I will do Google translation. Hold on. I need to open it in Google browser. Or you know what? Let us change different translator. Hold on. Let us give us a try. I'm sure we will find somebody getting them busted. Let us see a different one. Modudi. Doody. Wide expense for you. Until now, all of them, they are wide expense for you. Arbery. Oh, that this guy Dirabadi. What expense to you? All of them until now. Look. Look at this guy. Finally, we got someone, he say it as it is. And God has laid the earth for you as a carpet. Okay, ask yourself, why all of them, they were saying wide expense, nobody's saying carpet, when the word in Arabic is carpet. You can copy this sentence, take it to Google translation, which is a blind translation, and you will see, translate the word besought, which is the last word here, as a carpet. All right, so the earth is flat. And there's there's tons of verses, but I wish there's a Muslim he can call us so we can like have some exciting talk. Any Muslim? We like to hear you. I mean, he can prove us wrong. Actually, there's many videos on the internet, by the way, by sheikhs. They are saying whoever believes that the earth is a flat is stupid. First, it's against Allah teaching, so they say that lovely. I mean, it's not. And actually, there's more verses. As an example, if we go to the chapter of Noon, just to show you the science of Islam. Chapter 61, verse 68, sorry, verse number 1. Noon, Allah swear by noon, and then he swear by the pen. What is noon? If we go to the interpretation, 68:1, this is the official government website of Jordan, one by the king. Verse number 1. Man, nothing work in this website. Look, I click, finally. You have to click like 1,000 times. Nothing work in the Middle East, my friend. Welcome to the Middle East. All right. Look at this. This is how always the Muslims understand the earth and how it works. Let us see if we can zoom better. Let us see. Hold on. I don't know. Can you guys read the text still? Can you still see the text? Is it readable for you? All right. From his authority of Ibn Abbas is the cousin of Muhammad. He said, regarding the interpretation of Allah saying noon, he says Allah swear by noon, which is, read very carefully, which is the whale that carry the earth on its back while it is in the water, and beneath which is the bowl, and under the bowl there is a rock, and under the rock there is a dust, and none knows what is under the dust save Allah. Here the Muslims are being honest. Okay, here our limit of knowledge is stopped. The Prophet did not tell us more. So the last point we know is the dust. What is under the dust we do not know. So the earth is in the top of a whale, and the whale in the top of a bowl, and the bowl and why the Muslim do not make a movie about this? They make science in the Quran, and the well, okay. If you are an Arab, it's very hard to hide the truth from you. unless you are a person who is not really searching. I mean, just to take things what people say to you. But if you are not an Arab, that will make it very difficult for you to know the truth. Like if now this is not translated, I'm not arguing here about the translation. By the way, translation here is not correct too. But look what it is. So if this is in Arabic and none of us speak Arabic, how we will know this garbage? How we will learn about it? And this is why actually I did not make any book in Arabic, because Arab they have opportunity to read by their own, you know. But non-Arab they don't have the opportunity, and the majority of Muslims are not Arab. So look at this madness. And then the name of the whale is Lowish Farrakhan, and it said that the name of it's Lutia, and the name of the bull is Bahamut, and some they say it is Talahut or Leona, and the whale in the sea called Edward, and it's like a small ball in a huge sea. Mhm. Now you can go and you will find some drawing in the internet about how the old days people they used to think that the earth was in the top of a turtle, the earth in the top of a ball, as it says here, whale. All of those are legions. The old days they used to explain how the earthquake happened, because the ball he moved the earth, he got tired from his horn, from the right horn to the left horn, you know. So all those stories are and look here, look. And the sea, this thing is getting exciting, is a Hollywood rock whereby there's 4,000 cracks, and there's 4,000 cracks in our head now from this story. And from each crack, I mean, look how they count how many cracks in the ocean. Actually, it's not in the ocean. This is where the earth and the top of it, like, I mean, this is in the bottom of the earth, under the earth, sorry. 4,000 cracks, and from every crack is a water spring come out from the earth. Look how stupid here the story. How you say the earth is in the top of the wheel, and under the earth, which means under the earth there is a wheel, and under the wheel there's a ball, and then you say there's 4,000 cracks and the water come out of the earth. Guys, do you understand what I'm saying? Anyone notice with me how stupid this story here now? Don't make me draw it. Okay, I will draw it, but fast. Look, listen. So here we have the earth, and here we have the fish, the whale. Okay, and here we have the bull who is carrying the fish in the top of his horn. All right. Now under the bowl there's a dust, and then there's 4,000 cracks. 4,000 cracks. And then it says there, and from each crack the water come from the earth. But the cracks are not connected to the earth. They are connected to the water, which is under the bowl. And actually the water is not here. The bowl, there's no water in the bowl. The bowl, in the top of him there's an ocean, and this is where the whale is. Crazy. I mean, what you can do. All right. Science, and you have to believe. Now, you know, the Muslims, like they have tons of I have my all my books is about Quran and science, like especially Quran and science in depth. You will see as an example the Muslim they say, brother, do you know that the Quran speak about uh, the atmosphere? Quran speak about atmosphere. Are you sure? Yeah, brother. Quran speak about atmosphere. Let me find you the website. They have endless numbers of what is called miracles. Let us see. Look at this website. And I made tons of videos about those stories, so you can watch them. The Quran is the book of Islam, contains scientific knowledge that could not have been in 1400 years ago for sure. The who knows the way the story. It's range from basic arithmetics and the most advanced topic. Hmm, that's in the Quran. Okay, true story. And then you go here, the speed of light in the Quran, the terminal, etc. in the Quran, mass extension in the Quran, paper money is in the Quran, white hair in the Quran, rapture in the Quran, raptor, sorry, in the Quran, meteors in the Quran, all of those in the Quran. And then the second you start studying carefully, you will see that everything there is stupid. And here we go in front of you. What about we make a challenge, and I will open my Skype, and who is the Muslim wanna go? Give me a call, and he choose a miracle of his choice from those, and my duty to get it busted. What do you think, guys? Even though my voice is tired, but it's okay. Anyone? Who is a Muslim wanna give it a try? My Skype is open now. Anyone? You choose any of those what is called miracles, and my job is to get busted with no mercy. With no mercy. Any Muslim? Look how many. You choose. Look. All of this in the Quran. Everything, anything in the Quran. Qasim, don't send me a video, my friend. If you want, you know, choose one. Sister of Aaron, Christian Prince refuted. We laugh. You will say to me, the Prophet, he said that they used to call them by the good ones of their ancestor. That's stupid statement. We can get it busted easy. Because Mary is the daughter of Amran, Moses is the son of Amran. You tell me how it happened that Mary is the sister of Aaron, daughter of Amran, and Moses is the son of Amran. My friend, you see, you post for me videos. Those are videos made by kids. What about you make your scholar call me and get me busted live? Or you call me and get me busted. Tell me what it says in this video. Don't be a coward. Tell me what it says in the video. And my duty is to show you that this is stupid. You Muslims are desperately trying to refute me, but you cannot. That's why I'm here every day, and nobody can refute me. Try. They make videos, they refute me, debating themselves. Christian Prince get busted. Okay. Debate yourself and win. The hero of you is the one who called me. It's recorded. It's for your benefit. You can download the video after we finish. You post it in your channel and show every Muslim how Christian Prince, you know nothing. Correct, guys? You are not calling because you know you are not qualified, and you cannot. Otherwise, trust me, if I am a person who know nothing, they will be fighting over me. Shabir Ali wanna debate Christians every day, except me. Don't even get close. What is name the guy who he challenged? He made a challenge. David Wood, I challenge you. Wael Ibrahim. Okay, so I said, hey Wael, I'm not busy. David Wood is busy. He said, I'm willing to debate you too. Yeah, you know, but you have to come to Hong Kong. How come in the case of David Wood, you don't care if you debate him in Sky, but in my case, I have to come to Hong Kong? Same as Mimi Hijab, same as the other guy, Samsi. I mean, all of them, kids. So who is the Muslim want to show me any of those miracles to be truth? All those miracles are big fat lies. And this is additional proof that Islam is a lie. Because if Islam is not a lie, why you lie to prove Islam to us? Correct, guys? If Islam is a true, how the followers of Islam, they lie to make Islam look good. A Christian who fabricate and lie to make somebody believe in Jesus, he is no Christian, he is satanic. You cannot make a person believe in Jesus by lying to him, because he believed in your lie. He did not believe in Jesus. In Islam, it's okay. The religion of all of it, even Muhammad, he says you can lie in three cases: your private, your friends, your wife, and your family. Who's left? Sorry, your enemy. Who's left? My friends, people around me, my family is my wife, okay, and the enemy. Okay, thank you very much. Who left? So who is the Muslim when I choose for us any of those miracles? It's called miracles. All of those are in the Quran. Look at this. Even the tank is in the Quran. Do you see the tank? Even the tank is in the Quran. You believe it? Mosquito is in the Quran. I think this is a new one. I did not see it before. Did we see it before? And look, this mosquito, this mosquito. Once I was in Asia, and I met with some ladies from the church. Actually, the women who invited me to do uh, like my seminar. So I know the names of the first, the second, the third. I mean, it's a group. So I was introducing to the other one the names of those ladies. So I was saying Miss etc., Miss etc., and then suddenly a mosquito stopped in my hand, and I hit it. I said mosquito. So here the mosquito of the Muhammadan. Look how long the nose of it. Look how long the nose. That explains the lies. The nose of the mosquito is so long. Did you notice, brother? How long the nose? Look. Who is the Muslim when I ask me about the mosquito? Anything you want. Which one? Or if it is a lie. They don't dare. Look, even atmosphere pressure. Atmosphere pressure in the Quran. I did not see that one. I don't remember I saw this one. Atmosphere pressure in the Quran. Sonic weapons. Sonic weapon in the Quran. Starlight. Petra. Mass. String theory. Musa's. A human embryo. Speed of light. And not a single one of them is true. Who is the hero? Want to prove me wrong? Who is a Muslim hero? Want to prove me wrong? Mayday, Mayday, Mayday. We will talk to you nicely. You are welcome to talk to me and prove me wrong. Pakistan. Yeah, by the way, we as Arab, we don't have letter P. So when we read in Arabic, we don't say Pakistan, we say Pakistan. So some of you might say, this guy don't even know how to say Pakistan. We don't have P in Arabic, and we don't call it Pakistan. It is Pakistan. This is how, and even the Muslim themselves, they call it Pakistan. So you might think you are the one who supposedly have the correct name. No, you don't. Like if we ask you about like any Iraq, you say Iraq. There's nothing called Iraq. It says Iraq. But because you don't have equal letters to the Arabic, you think, okay, this is the name. So if I call it Iraq, you say, what this guy is saying? There's nothing is called Saudi Arabia. What's Saudi Arabia? The name is it's pronounced wrong. Uh, yeah, there's many letters we don't, we don't have. There's many letters you don't have in your language, and there's letters we don't have in Arabic. العربية السعودية. العربية السعودية أو المملكة العربية السعودية. مملكة is the kingdom. عربية Arab. السعودية سعودية not سعودية. Even the letters orders in English is wrong. Like in English you say Jordan. There is nothing called Jordan. It is Al Urdun. There's no letter G exist in the name. Al Urdun. So do we have any Muslim want to say something? Look, even the north is there. Dark energy, soul expansion. What do you want more? I mean, that's it. The Quran, you find anything. Subduction. Look at this. Rocks cracks in the Quran. Pompeii, what is that? Frozen and the final act. Pompeii in the Quran. Anyone? Like as an example, there are some letters you cannot even pronounce. As an example, da. It's very hard for a foreign person to pronounce that letter. Sa. You say sa. There's no. It's not sa. It's sa. Sa. Da. Ah. You know. So a person who is a German, you say to him, say Bahra. He cannot say Bahra. Even if he learn Arabic, he say Bakhra. But Bakhra mean he do poo poo. Bahra mean a lake. So look at the difference between lake and poo poo. Or he's doing poo poo. It's an action. So like a German guy will say to you, how I can go, supposed to he learn Arabic, how I can go to Bakhra, which means how I'm going to do poo poo. But in fact, he's asking you how I can go to the lake. You know, because simply the letter he cannot pronounce it. Do we have any Abdul? And by the way, this is why the Quran was not like this. I mean, the Quran was written without those dots and those things. So how you can understand what the word is there? It's impossible because there's many possibility. I will give an example just from the what is in front of us. Look as an example to this word. Let us highlight this word here. خُلِقَ. This word. I'm putting underneath of the word خُلِقَ. I will type the word in the side without any, we call it tashkil in Arabic, which means valves and etc. Let us type it there. I will not, but the problem is how we can take the dots off. The only way I think if we write it by pen, not by the keyboard will add the dots automatically. So let us use the pen. So this is the word, and now we will write it here. Okay. If I add two dots here, that can make it either shaving, halaq, or it can make it earring, halaq, or it can make it halq, which mean your throat. Choose one. The same word. We did not change anything. Do you see the difference? Halaq, which shave, or halaq, which is earring, or halq, which is a throat. How we will know which one is meant? Now, we add a dot, as in the Quran. The Quran now it says exactly the same, but in the Quran here there's a little move here which is called dhamma. So now that will make it khuliqa or khalaqa. So khuliqa, it's meaning created. Khalaqa meaning uh, um, let's say, how to explain to you. Khuliqa, it's he created. Khalaqa, uh, we are talking about Allah, he created something, so it's different meaning. So just by adding little movement, things change. Okay, what if we took off the dots again, just to show you how many possibility can be. I'm trying to take the dots. Okay, here we go. All right. Okay. Now I will show you more possibility. If I added a dot here and a dot here, khalf, behind, khalfi, in my back, or it can be by adding a shadda. I can change it like somebody khalaf, like somebody inherit a caliphate. You see how many meaning? So it's just one word. So the Quran was without dots. So every word have many possibility of meaning, and there's no way to know. No way to know. So after many years of Muhammad, a person who is not even an Arab, he's a smart. He said, "What the heck with this language? We have to add things so we can make it clear." And he add those dots and etc. so the Arabic can be clear. Otherwise, it's very confusing. Hmm? So do we have any Muslim want to say something? They don't read it. Usually, I mean, this is why there's many reading for the Quran. As an example, if you go to chapter 1, if we go to chapter 1 in the Quran, in one Quran, it says Surat. As you see this Quran here, it says Surat. In the Moroccan Quran, it says Dhurat. So what is the difference between Dhurat and Surat? Dhurat in Arabic mean farting. And you can ask any Arab. We are not making things up. Dhurat. What is the difference between the word in the top and the word underneath? Just one dot. And by the way, it's in the Quran today. It is Dhurat. You see, this is the there is by Warish, by Hafs. This is Hafs. The one is the Dhurat by Warish. So Warish, he don't say Surat, he say Dhurat. Dhurat mean farting. So give us the straight farting. It's appeared twice. Here, the word Dhurat or Sirat appeared twice, here and here. So in verse number 6 it says, guide us to the straight fort. In this reading it says, guide us to a straight fort. By the way, the word Sirat is not Arabic too, so the Muslims are confused about their meaning. So everyone have his own interpretation. So some they say Sirat is a Persian word mean bridge. It like a carpet. I mean, it's many because this is not an Arabic word. So Sirat or Dhurat, Allah knows best. If you speak Arabic, by the way, this is going to be fun because this is tons of crazy stuff. But usually I don't talk about Arabic because what the point? There's nobody speak Arabic here. The Muslim, they say you the Quran Arabic is amazing. It's the most stupid silly Arabic ever. You can imagine. And look, number one verse in the Quran have a grammatical error. There's nothing in Arabic. It's called bism. It is bism. Here it says bism. There's nothing in Arabic. It's called bism. Let me show you. Hold on. I will open different page and I will put them next to each other. See if we can do that. Okay. I don't know. Let me know if it's going to be clear for you. I'm not sure. Okay. Okay. We search for the word bism. Look. And now I think we need to take a snapshot for this one first. Let us take a snapshot because I think we'll not be able to put them together in one unless, let us see, hold on. Maybe if we do this like this, like that, like this, we have to extend, I think. Okay, hold on. All right. Is it still clear for you? Or it became so small now? Okay, look. This is the correct way to write the word bi'ism. Do you see it? This is the wrong one. In the same Quran. Anyone notice what the different? The different is here. This one, let us make it in different color. This one have an alif. Alif is equal to A, letter A. This one does not have it. You ask the Muslims what happened. They say to you, because bi'ism in the beginning of the Quran is hard to read, so we took the letter alif off for easy reading. Isn't it the Muslim they say? Not in single letter in the Quran is it changed. And how you change Arabic? This is Arabic. How you change the language? Just for reading? Yes, just for reading. And why Allah He chose a word in the beginning of the Quran which is hard to read? Can't Allah come with His own word? No, He cannot. So BSM become bism. But in Arabic there's nothing is called bism. Zero. And as you see, the same word repeated how many times? Look here, 56, 74, 56, 96, 52, 69, 52, 96, number one. All of them, they are coming back bism. Here it's coming bism, which is obviously a stupid mistake. So what the Muslims they do in order just to make the Quran easier to read, they broke the Arabic. They broke the Arabic. The Muslim they say the Quran Arabic is the best, but the fact it's a broken Arabic. It's like a guy, remind me of myself when I start learning Arabic, English. I went to a chat room and I say hello guys, and they bounce me. They can bounce you off the chat room. They kick me out and they start calling me names. And I was saying to myself, what's wrong with those people? Why they are rude to me? I didn't say anything. I just say hello guys. And later I learned that I was making a mistake. I was pronouncing the word guys as gays. All right. So Allah looked like his English was like mine in Arabic. I say hello guys, but but I was typing hello gays, and they bounced me out of the chat room. And I was wondering what's wrong with people. I said nothing. I did nothing yet. I did not even talk yet. I just said type in the text hello guys. I mean, I want to improve my English, and then a second I enter, I said there is something wrong in hello guys. It must be. So hello guys, it turned to be hello gays. So Allah, he want to say hello guys, but he said hello gays. Hmm? All right. Anyway, I think we have enough for today. Did we have a good time? Guys, don't forget to download the video immediately after we finish, because we are not keeping them long in our video and your channel. As you see, we are target. We have a lot of enemies who don't like us to do what we do. So by your help, the videos stay there, people learn from them, and the knowledge is spread. uh, what does Quran mean? Amina. I don't know what Amina mean. What Amina? I'm not sure. You are not quoting the correct word. So I want to say thank you guys for being here. Please download the video immediately after we finish, and until we see you again. I hope tomorrow. Tomorrow is Sunday, but why not? We'll try to go online. If people miss us, I don't know if people will miss us by now until tomorrow. So until we see you soon again, may the Lord bless you, and thanks for all those who support us in every way, in every mean, by kind words, by donation, by downloading the videos, by emailing YouTube when they flag my videos. I really appreciate all of you. I'm really thankful for all each one of you. I feel like I have a family, and God is good. The Lord always he gather his childrens, and they are united with love and patient. And remember, the devil will not leave you alone as long you don't leave him alone, because for him, as long you do good, you are not leaving him alone. So the second you leave him alone, he will leave you alone. If you are a person who go get drunk, do gambling, do anything you want, but leave God and religion and belief and faith, stay away from that. Devil, he will be in your side. You go, you see people making videos, getting naked in the camera. I mean, they post crazy stuff. Nobody flagged them. Nobody even complained. A woman, she's showing her panty, shaking her ass. Nobody will flag a video like this. But our videos are a target, because we are sharing the truth, and the truth will set many free. And the second you share the truth, a lot of stones will be thrown at you. And you are not better than the Lord himself, for he was crucified. So if our Lord himself was crucified, who we are to complain? Thank you. May the Lord bless you, and see you soon again. Christ is Lord. Islam is false. I see you.